Thank you very much, and welcome to this asset management system demo. So this is the login page or the login window where you will provide the password and the username. Once you give the username and the passwords, you will log in. You click on the login button, then the dashboard loads. So this is the dashboard of the information technology asset management system. So here we have got the user who has logged in. You can change the password here. We have got the log out button. Then we have got the active assets, number of active assets, assigned assets, system users, the number of system users, the people who can access the system, the category of the assets. We have got the number of the staffs, and also the asset values, the branches, and also the number of the assets which have been attacked. So out of the 53 assets, only 5 assets have already been tagged. So you can know the assets which have been tagged or which have not been tagged just from the dashboard. Then here we have got the representations of the asset categories. And so far, so good. The ones which can be seen here are the laptops, which are main. So there is another category which do not have given assets assigned to them. So first thing first is security. So in the security, this is where you will have the employees being added. So you can add the number of employees. Then we have got the users at this point. So we have got the employees here, and the employees which have been added into the system, and then the users at this point. The users, we have got the manager and the admin. The admin is the one who can do this adding of the users, while the manager can help in managing of the assets. So once you have added the user, we can go to the asset configuration. So this is where you do the initial configurations of what the system will be using. For example, we have got the asset categories. So this is where you will add the asset categories. So the categories we have here is the computers and the consumables. Then we have got the asset types, and the asset types, we will be having the desktop, which is under computers as the category, laptops under computers, printers under computers, printer ink under consumables. Then we have got the branches. So it is at this point where you can add all your branches which are needed, the branch, the organization of the branches. Then we have got the supplier. You will add the name of the suppliers who usually supplies you with the information technology assets. Then this is now the database configurations. This is just for the admin to check if the database is configured well. Now, once you have done the configurations, we have got now the asset manager. This is now where management of the assets takes place. So first you will have to register asset as new as they have been bought. You key them in here. We'll give the asset name, the serial. This is the serial for that asset. Then you will choose the category. Once you have chosen the category, you will also have to choose the supplier of that asset, who supplied it, the purchase price of the assets, and the date on which the asset was purchased. Then you can save that. The status of asset here can either be active. This is an active asset which has not been assigned to anyone. Inactive is an asset which is out of use. And lost, disposed, or assigned. Assigned is if an asset has been assigned to an employee or a certain branch. Then once an asset has been registered, then you can now tag them. You can tag an asset, and there are option of tagging. It can either be auto tag, which is according to the system. So if it is the system, it will give you a tag like that. If you do not want to do an auto tagging, you just need to uncheck this, and then you will have to provide the tag code on the tag code field. So this is the way you can tag. It is very simple. If you have an asset which has been tagged, then the system will tell you. If you click on that asset, the system will tell you that the asset has been tagged. If you need to update the tag number, you can then click yes to update. So in that case, it will load it there. No, it won't load it there. So you can just load to update. It will update. No, it won't update. Yes, it will update. It will allow you to update that asset. Just click auto tag. No, so it will show you the asset tag which was there before. So it is this one. So you can update the asset tag if you want. Then this is for searching. This is for searching. You search by the serial number. So you can search by the serial number of the asset. Then it will load. It will load that asset so that you can tag it. Then you can now assign an asset. You can assign an asset. So these ones are the assets which have been there. So you can either assign to an employee or assign to a branch. So if you are assigning to an employee, you will choose here the assigned to employee on the assigned to drop down, or the combo box, the drop down field here. So once you have selected assigned to employee, then you can now click on the asset, and then it will load another window where now from here you will have to search for the employee. Once you have gotten the employee, you select that employee you assigned on which date, then you click save. Then you click save. Once you click save, this one will be assigned, and the assignment is still active. The assigned is still active. So that asset has been updated as assigned, and it has been assigned to an employee. If you need to assign an asset to a branch, you just need to select a branch. You can search with a serial number. You can search with the serial number, then you select the asset, then you will choose the branch here, and then the assigned date. You can as well search for the asset at the branch at this point. You can search for the branch at that point, then it will give you which kind of branch do you want. Then you say save. You cannot assign an asset which has not been tagged. So for you to assign an asset, first of all the assets need to be tagged. So that is the procedure. So an asset must be tagged, and then you assign it to a certain branch. You assign it to a certain branch. So the best thing is to do all the tagging, and then you do what? You assign them. But if in case there is a need to assign an untagged asset, then that one also can be configured. The system can be configured to allow that. Then there is transfer. So you can transfer asset from a branch to an employee, or from a branch to a branch, or from an employee to another employee. So these ones are the people who have been assigned some assets. So you need to transfer them. You provide the details of transfer here, asset condition as at transfer time, and then the reason as to why you are doing that transfer. Then here you can also look at the depreciation of the asset. So depending on which type of the depreciation method you want to use, you need to give these values. So let's say the value there is 60,000. The useful lifetime, the useful life is, let's say, 10 years. Depreciation rate, let's say 5. The remaining lifespan so far, let's say 3. Then estimated unit over the assets, let's say 100. Then the actual unit made so far, let's say 70. So in this case, these fields or these values are used by different kinds of depreciation. So it is these depreciations which you need to choose from. So if you choose the straight line, it will calculate the depreciated value of this asset which you have selected. So this is the value which has been depreciated. So you can see the book value of this asset at this point. By just selecting, you can now see the book value. Same to the rest. The depreciated value has all been calculated depending on these values which have been we have provided. But the general rule is that they are different. There are different types of depreciation depending on the which asset you have. So you can search an asset, know the value, and then you just select the depreciation value. So if we select decline balance, you can see the depreciated value is differing. Some of the years digit depreciation, it is different. The units of production, the value is different. So it depends with what kinds of assets you have, which you need to check the depreciation or calculate the value. Then the disposing of an asset. So you need to select the asset, to give the summary reason as to why you are disposing it. You are disposing it to who and to what or to where. Then disposal cost, if there is any cost, then the description. Then you need to save that. Then finally, you need to record whenever you take an asset for a repair, you need to keep that record. For example, if you have that one, then you give the summary, the issue summary, what was the issue, and then you need to select the supplier or the company, the service provider who is going to do this repair. If it is a repair, if it is a service, then you need to put the cost, the date of the repair, and then the description of what exactly was done on that. Finally, on the system, you can come and then view the reports. So here in the reports, you can see this is the asset detailed information depending on those assets which have been tagged. So it gives this information on the value for the information on the asset detailed, and especially to those assets which have been tagged. So you can know the asset was tagged. This is the tag number. It has been assigned to this person, purchased, the amount. So you can get to know. You can get to know the asset details. So if you click on that one, it will give you the summary of that asset, which you can print and then view. This one has no information because it has not been tagged. Not all information has been given. You can also look at assignment, the assignment report here. You can see these assets have been assigned to who and on the assigned date, and as well as the price, and they were assigned by who. So this information can also be exported. Then if there is any transfer information, if there is any repair information, also you can be able to see. So this is a very simple to use information technology asset management system which you can use to help manage your assets. It is very easy to use and it is customizable depending on what features you want added and or what features you need to be given. Otherwise, thank you very much, and I hope you will have this system on board to help you manage your assets. Thank you.